Hello guys, welcome back to the Hunter Call of the Wild. Today we are going to be hunting after a diamond red fox here on Hirschfelden. Now red foxes are some of the most beautiful species in the game, but they're also some of the most challenging to hunt. Because of their small size and the small groups that they come in, it's very difficult to work through a lot of red foxes on your map. So in this guide, I've put together what I think is the best way to get your very own diamond red fox. I'm going to be walking through step by step what you need to do to spawn a red fox diamond on your map. The red fox is a class 2 species. They make diamond at 14.05. Their max weight is 15.4 kilos. Their rare fur types are albino, melanistic, and piebald. So as we get started here, I'm going to pull up my loadout and show you guys what I used for this hunt to spawn a diamond red fox. The primary weapon I used was the 223, the Zarza 15 223. This gun packs more than enough punch to knock down a red fox, and because of its it's low recoil and it's quick chambering, semi-auto chambering of another shell, it's very easy to get off on a follow-up shot quickly. And so this is what I used for the vast majority of the foxes I killed, especially those that came at a little bit closer ranges. So anything inside of 300 meters, I pretty much used the 223. For anything outside of 300 meters and as my backup gun, I used the Ranger 243. This gun packs a little bit more stopping power, and so it helps to get your fox down quicker, especially on those longer shots. I also used the polymer tips for both the 223 and the 243. I brought both the Hyperion scope and the Argus scope. I used the Hyperion the vast majority of the time, but occasionally I used the Argus on the 243 for those longer shots. I used the Predator Jackrabbit collar a good bit, especially on Hirschfelden, because it's so densely, the vegetation is so dense. Being able to call the fox out of the brush, out to the edge of the water, helped a good deal to speed the process along. I also used the electronic collar. You don't usually think of using the electronic collar when you're trying to cycle through a lot of animals, but for the red fox, it helped a ton. There were various times when there was a red fox that was just out of range, just tricky to get to, and because of how spooky they are, their AI level, you really can't just run up onto these guys. And so using the electronic collar to ambush red foxes was a lot of fun, and it was also very effective to work through animals a little bit quicker. Because this hunt happens both in the day and the dark, I brought the normal Apex View binoculars as well as the night vision binoculars. And then I also brought my tent. I used the tent all throughout the hunt for a couple of reasons. The biggest is this hunt is not like typical diamond hunts that you're going to do, where you pick a few lakes, you jump lake to lake, and you try to kill as many animals as possible. Because red foxes typically travel in groups of 1 or 2, oftentimes when you shoot one fox, the zone will disappear. And so it doesn't really work very well to just set up in predetermined tents and hop around, because the foxes are going to be all over the place. You're going to find foxes on every bit of water on this map here in Hirschfelden. So you're going to need to get around a good bit. What I found is right here, this lake here and this lake were two of my best producing lakes for this entire hunt. I came back to this lake especially over and over and over because I would shoot a fox over here and it would respawn over here. Shoot one here and it'd respawn here. And so I was able to come back and hit this lake over and over and over. The other thing that I did is I ran the length of every one of these long waterways over and over and over. That one, this one, and then the whole length of the coast. And what I would do is I would set the time to about 6:45. I would run through as long as I could until the end of the drink zone, and then I would drop my tent. Then I would reset the time, go back, shoot this lake again, come back, and can pick up where I had left off, pick up my tent, and keep running. What I was able to do is quickly find a lot of foxes on these long rivers. That helped me so much to kill foxes much quicker. One of the unique things about this hunt is that you have to kill both the male and the female foxes. The reason for this is what I found was when I was just shooting the male red foxes, I was not getting any spawns back to their zones. And I basically went through the entire map and killed every male red fox, and I was going crazy trying to figure out where are my red foxes. Then it occurred to me that I still had all of my females zones, and potentially maybe because a lot of the male foxes were with a single female fox, maybe the male red foxes were just getting hung up and weren't getting back to their zones. And so I went through and I shot as many females as I could find, and sure enough, all my males reappeared. So on this hunt, you're going to need to shoot every male and every female red fox you see. That will keep your respawns coming, and while you're not going to respawn a diamond red fox from shooting a female, you have to shoot the females in order to get your male red foxes to spawn back in. So normally when you're trying to set up to get a diamond, the first thing you're going to want to do is go out and find a whole bunch of zones so that you can just jump around on those zones and make it very quick to shoot a bunch of animals. But for the red fox, that's not really necessary, because as you go and hunt different zones, you're going to be moving those around anyway, so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to spend a bunch of time finding all your zones. But what would be very helpful, and was helpful for me, was to jump around on some of the bigger lakes and find which lakes you're going to get consistent spawns on where they're not going to be spawning to other lakes. So the lake I had in the bottom left corner was very helpful to have, and so going at the beginning, even just in your four-wheeler after the drink zone time, and just finding on those big lakes what are going to be some consistent zones that you can hop around on will be very helpful. I am going to try and just hit a couple of these. I got a 6 over here, and I believe a 4 over here. I'm going to be leaving my 1s, 2s, and 3s that spawn with predators. I think it's really important to do a little bit of what we would call herd management, which is basically leaving your smaller animals on the map to try and increase the bigger spawns. Got him. Let's try and get this guy. That's not good. So this here will definitely be a shooting lake for me, a lake that I'm going to try to do a good portion of this hunt on. I have a full pile of action here, a bunch of red fox. Hey, buddy. What do we have here? You stuck? Well, nice little max weight guy there. That feels wrong. He got stuck there. We get to see him up close. Nice animation. Nice gold. So here is a level 2 fox, and I just spooked a level 3 fox. I'm gonna go ahead and leave these guys. I think that will help me by having a population of lower level animals on the map. That will boost the spawns so that they're spawning bigger and bigger to compensate for the lower level animals on the map. So I'm hopeful about leaving the 1s and 2s and probably 3s as well. That will help to spawn a diamond level 9 red fox sooner. So we have here a max track, a max weight track. If you see up there in the top corner, it says 12 to 15 kgs. So for red fox, their max weight is 15 kgs. So anytime you see one of these max weight tracks, You definitely want to follow it when you're looking for a diamond. If you have their zone, like I do here, then you can just come back during the next drink zone and try and get a spot on them and see what they are. But if you don't have their need zone, then you definitely want to follow that track to try and see what that animal is, because finding those max weight tracks is a good chance then that you're going to find a diamond level or a diamond potential animal. So definitely follow those max weight tracks. This grind was definitely super slow to start, but it's really picked up now. I'm able to swap quickly and get my spawns in pretty quick. So, hold on. Is that a piebald? I think that might be a piebald. I'm going to go ahead and swap over here to this left fox and then get in closer. I think that's a piebald. I want to get in close and make a good shot on that. Okay, great. He did not spook, and yeah, I definitely think that's a piebald. Let's get in close and get a better look. Okay, I definitely think this is a piebald, so we're going to get a good shot here, hopefully. Okay, we dropped him, and there's another one behind her. Let's see what that is. Okay, it's a female. Let's see if we can get a good shot on the run here, and we dropped her. Let's go see what it is. And it is a piebald. That is beautiful. That is my first red fox rare fur type. That is just gorgeous. Let me get some screenshots here. Oh man, I missed the shot up. Dang, that would have been a beautiful trophy. That would have been a nice gold there, piebald. But that's all right. We still got this beautiful red fox for our lodge. That is absolutely going to be one of my new favorite trophies we've got. That fur is just gorgeous. Alright, so we have a nice 8 mythical here by the water that I just haven't been able to get a good approach on because of the wind and whatnot. And I'm trying to get him with my crossbow. So I've set up my e-collar across this open little meadow here and this little clearing here, and I'm going to try and see if I can get this 8 mythical to come in close. Okay, here we go. What do we have here? Is this him? Oh, that's just a female. And we got her. It's a good practice shot. Alright, we're still waiting on that 8 mythical. We just had a female fox come through, so he might be right behind her. We'll just have to wait and see. Oh, and there he is. Yep. Here he comes walking in. Just gonna wait for him to get nice and close. Try and get a good shot on him. I'm actually gonna use my recurve bow for this one. A helpful tip when using the bow, if you're at 40 meters, for example, you want to set your zeroing to 40 meters, and then if you're using the 3-pin sight, you want to use the middle sight. It's the same if you're at 20 meters, then you would 0 to 20 meters, and you would also use the middle pin. Line it right up there on him, and we nailed him. Good shot. Excellent stopping power with this bow, just stops him in his tracks. Now, I'm not optimistic that he's going to make diamond. As an 8, it's pretty unlikely, but it's still good practice and a lot of fun using that e-collar, and you never know. Yep, he's just a gold, but he's a really nice one there at 13.34. We're still waiting on our diamond. All right, we have here another diamond potential 8 mythical. So got in here real close, got my handgun. We're gonna see if this guy's gonna make diamond for us. Just get it lined up. And we nailed him. Good shot. All right, Is he going to make diamond? No, it's another gold. Not super surprising, but still a real nice fox coming in at 12.74. So I'm just gonna have to keep going. Made a good shot on him, but no diamond. And just really carefully spot around the entire lake. Try to find every single animal, because you never know where that diamond is going to pop up. You never know if there's another zone that you're missing, and so just really making sure to get a good look of what's around your lake. Finding every need zone will really help you as you try to hunt as many red foxes as you can until that 9 legendary diamond fox will spawn for you. And with these red foxes, because they're so small and there's so much brush, you really got to make sure you're getting a good look around it, because otherwise you'll definitely miss some zones.
And there he is. There's our 9 legendary. Let's go! Is that going to be the diamond? Have we finally spawned him here on Hirschfelden? Now, his estimate isn't the best, 11 to 14. In fact, I've had a couple of 8 mythicals that had a 12 to 15 estimate, so he's going to need to score at the absolute top of his estimate there in order to make diamond. Diamond's 14.05, so we can only hope for the best, but let's get in close, get a good shot on him, and let's just hope that he makes diamond. Alright, it's taken some time, but we are finally in here close with the bow, within shooting range of this 9 legendary red fox. So let's see if we can get it. And we got him. We dropped him. Let's hope he makes diamond. Alright, we got vital blood. That's a good sign. Is he going to make diamond? Oh no. He's a gold at 13.99.06 away from diamond. Guess we have to keep going.
So here is the other nice thing about hunting for red foxes. Because red foxes flee so slowly, if you are running your coastline, as I was just doing here, and you happen to come up on a fox and spook it, what you can do is you can quickly drop your tent, so you save your spot, and then just start running after the track of the fox that you just spooked. And once you get up pretty close to where it's saying just now, then you can start walking and stop running. And because they trot so slowly, you will actually catch up to them before too long. And that allows you to get a good shot on them. You don't have to worry about coming back to that zone the next drink time and trying to sneak up on the fox and shoot it. You can just mark that one off and keep going. So that's what I found to be the most efficient way to quickly kill a lot of foxes on this hunt. So then when you catch up to them, like so, you can usually get off a pretty good shot. And they're not going to flee. These guys just went just below this. I think I can get her at least. Okay. And that can allow you to quickly continue to go on your hunt, pick up those red foxes, and keep going. So usually when you finally chase them into an open field like this, then you can pretty easily get eyes on them and get a good shot on them. So I've actually had 2 different groups of red foxes that spooked separately, both intersecting in the same exact point. So This makes it quite easy to follow all of the tracks and hopefully get all 4 red foxes. I've already got 2 of them.
So yeah, we're about 215 kills in. Things are going good so far. Getting good spawns. There he is. There's a 9 legendary. Here we go. 13 to 16 trophy rating. This has got to be it. This has got to be our diamond. All right, we've crept in here to about 40 meters. We've got our 45 Colt Muertos. And we're going to see if we can smoke them. Okay. We got him. Absolutely put him down. Now let's go see what he is. And it's a diamond. Let's go! 14.32 with the red fur type. We've got our diamond red fox. This has been a really fun hunt. It only took 215 kills of males, which for a predator is actually pretty quick. Oftentimes they take a lot longer. And because we had to kill females, we probably killed about twice that many total red foxes just to get our spawns coming in good. But man, that was a really, really fun hunt. Let's taxi him real quick. And I'm just thrilled to have gotten this guy. These are not an easy diamond. You really have to work for these. And yeah, having one in your trophy lodge is a really, really great addition. So let's go ahead and throw him in the lodge. So let's go ahead and throw him into our Leighton Lake trophy cabin. Guys, this has been such a fun hunt. It's been a challenge. Hunting these guys at night is not easy. On Hirschfelden, where it's so overgrown, it's not easy. But it's definitely a fun one to go after. So we'll run upstairs here, and I think there's a spot up there next to a coyote I have. So we'll get him put in there, and yeah, we'll move on to the next animal. I think we're gonna go after the European bison next. So let's put him in there. And that looks great. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you watching through here to the end. If there's any other content you want me to put out, any other animals you want me to do a guide for, let me know. I'm working my way through Hirschfelden right now, and then we'll probably head on over to Leighton Lakes after I get all the animals done here. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys next time.